Thank you for coming to the stage greeting of the Collision Project. At this time, please silence all cell phones and refrain from talking during the performance. After the second performance, there will be a talk back with the cast and production crew. All are welcome to attend. Thank you again for coming, and enjoy the show.
A man stands upstage center. Another man in scrubs attempts to console him.
I'm sorry. You should get some rest. Go home. I'm sorry.
Rob? Is that you? You're home early.
Rob is in a suit, which is covered in blood.
Oh my God! Oh my God, what happened? Rob! Rob! Rob!
I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? What's going on?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
A door divides Jules and Rob. Rob jimmies the door and presses himself against it.
Oh, open the door, Jules.
Don't you fucking Jules me, Rob. Fuck you.
They're quiet for a long time. Rob breathes on the door and Jules tries to collect herself, sitting with her back to the door.
I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Jules, just speak to me, please.
Fuck you. God damn it, fuck you. What are you still doing here? Go. For God's sake, go. Why? Why, Rob?
Jules collapses back onto the bathroom floor.
What was her name?
You don't want this.
What was her name?
Lily. The drone of the train car rattles the scene to life. Passengers line up. It's been raining. People have umbrellas and newspapers held up against the downpour. Lily sees Rob, eyes him. Rob looks up at the last minute and catches the stare before Lily averts her eyes. She is taking shelter under an umbrella. She offers. Rob shuffles through the crowd and stands under the umbrella. Thanks. You're welcome. Are softly made out over the train. The drone comes to an end, the various people board. When on board, Lily takes a seat and puts a backpack down. She removes the heels she is wearing and puts on some more comfortable looking sneakers. Rob watches wrapped in the ritual.
Lily and Rob are in a bathroom. They are cramped in a stall, breathing hard.
That was a first.
You can say that again.
That move with the extra shoes. I never noticed anything in particular during my commute until I saw that. I mean, I've seen mariachi bands and Jabberwockies, But I took notice of that. The simplicity of it.
Rob produces a sketchbook and shows her a picture he has drawn of her. He thinks this is cute, but honestly, it's weird.
Do you make a habit out of drawing strangers on the train?
Lily is skeptical.
Oh God, no. My name is Rob, by the way.
My name is Lily. Sorry, that was dumb. It's really kind of you to show that to me. I'm dumb. I've seen you going to town on that thing. You aren't the only one looking for company on the MAX.
Rob and Lily stare at each other. Eventually, they both look down, averting their eyes from the other. It is a moment of shame. He displays his left hand.
I'm married.
I know. I knew.
Well, look.
Hey, Rob, you don't owe me anything. I have agency over myself. I knew what I was doing, so you don't have to give me the I made a mistake.
No, listen.
Hey, dude, it's
No, do you have plans on Friday?
How do you feel about playing with me?
I like it.
Good. There's this place I've been meaning to try off of Randolph Mountain. 8 o'clock.
Rob is left in the bathroom stall.
We hear shouting. Rob and Jules are fighting.
Jesus, Rob, I honestly can't believe you.
You know what I meant. You know exactly what I meant.
I'm too emotional.
No, stop it. Just all I'm trying to, every time we go to see your parents, you can barely make it through dinner in one piece. Look, your sister.
Don't start. Don't fucking start.
Jules?
Jules has fallen asleep with her head on Rob's lap.
The worst part is the pretending. The waiting for it to be all right. The compromising. The dinners that will never be good enough. I've been trying, Jules. I've been trying so hard. And I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry.
Rob? Oh gosh, I guess I fell asleep. I heard you say something?
It was nothing. Hey, I have a meeting with a client tomorrow after work, so don't wait up.
Jules turns, nuzzling into his stomach, mumbling something to the effect of,
All right, have a good time.
then falls back asleep. Rob picks up Jules and carries her into the bedroom. Rob enters and sits down on the couch.
Rob and Lily are at dinner. It is very relaxed. Rob has taken off his tie, although they both have dressed for this dinner.
So you grew up on the North Shore. Did you spend any time on the water?
Oh yeah. I was pretty scared of the water when I was young, actually. Lake Michigan is just too big not to be afraid of, you know? My dad, however, had other plans. He used to take me out on this dingy little boat that he bought from his drinking buddy Pete. To this day, I don't know if Pete has a last name. But anyway, he would wake me up real early in the morning and take us out to the lake where the fog was just impenetrable. Stay out there for a few hours with a fishing pole and a wind-up radio. Being in that fog made me feel like I was in a cloud. And I didn't have to see the whole damn lake expanding before me. Somehow he knew exactly what I needed. Just my dad and I cutting through a crystal sky. I suppose that's an answer.
Yeah, wow. No, it's a phenomenal one. That's really beautiful. I can picture it now. The only evidence is a single prop boat humming that anyone's out on the lake.
And where did you spend your childhood, Slim?
Washington, mostly. My father was a painter, and when I was born, he took a job as a park ranger. So we did our share of moving about, but for just about 5 years, we lived just outside of Okanogan.
Okanogan?
Okanogan was actually National Forest east of Seattle. My dad, he needed the seclusion to paint, so being a park ranger afforded him a means to pursue his passion and have enough money around for us. Painting was everything to him. Really. He built a cabin for us deep in the woods, and it was covered in floor to ceiling with canvases. The nearest town to us was called Chumstick, if that sheds any light on how deep in the bush we were. Also, it's just an outstanding name for a tourist town, if you ask me. Anyway, the reason he built the cabin was that it meant he was close to a steady supply of wildflowers. So when he'd have days off, he would start early in the morning and wouldn't come home until after the sun had set, and he'd use these for the bases of paint. And he'd return with his hands scarlet red from all the Indians and skyrocket paintbrushes that he had ground up.
Isn't that crazy illegal / bad for the ecosystem?
Oh God, it's terrible. That man was basically on a mission to eliminate flowers in the Pacific Northwest.
And he taught you how to paint and draw?
Oddly enough, no. Just got so freaking bored while I was out there with them. Just did it to pass the time, and somehow drawing turned into a passion. But it was years before I realized I had any talent or that someone would pay me to screw around on a piece of paper.
Do you like what you do?
I have my doubts about being a freelancer occasionally, yeah. I admired my father for his dedication, but what's more, he never sold a single painting. Not that he couldn't have, but because it was much more important that he stayed focused on the art, on really raising himself up through the craft. I doubt he could have ever put a price on something he painted. He preferred his pocket stuffed with wildflowers rather than with dollars. Not that I'm rolling in cash, I suppose we imagine our lives differently. And sometimes I have to compromise myself for the sake of a paycheck. It's hard to fully reconcile.
Do you think you do that a lot? Compromise yourself, that is.
I manage.
Lily and Rob enter. They are walking in the street back to their cars.
Lily, thank you. I had a wonderful time.
No, thank you. I appreciate your candor and choice in wine. It's delicious.
Thank God. I thought you were going to catch me. But now that dinner is over, I must confess, I am a beer man. I figured you preferred wine for some reason. It was a total guess. Stars aligned, I suppose.
Damn, I thought I finally met a man who could show me the finer things in life.
If you consider $5 matinees and personalized CVS cards as finer things, fear not. Prince Charming has arrived.
Hey, Rob, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. No, seriously, don't be a passenger in your own life. First, I want you to take me out again. And second, I'm not sure how much time you have on your hands, but there's a position opening for an assistant art professor at the school we used to work at. Just someone to pick up a few drawing classes. I have a few friends that still work there, and if you're interested, I can get you connected to them. You should consider it. At the very least, it's a job you can have that's totally on your own terms. Thanks for dinner. It was lovely. A cab.
Hey, hold that cab. Do you want to share a cab?
Where are you headed?
The Pittsfield building.
Well, just stand there. At 55 East Washington Street.
Rob enters the cab and shakes off some of the rain.
Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, don't make a big deal out of it. I work there. Is there a reason you were running for this cab besides the weather?
No, stars aligned, I guess. Anyway, seriously, thank you.
I'm not paying your fare or anything.
I'm late to answer your question. I'm meeting a client for a consultation.
And the nature of this consultation?
I'm a graphic designer, and my client is currently in the processes of restructuring some brand design. I draw good pictures. They want my pictures to be their pictures.
That's a tough racket, isn't it? Pretty subjective.
Yeah, you're telling me. Do you work for Morgan Reed then?
No. Yes. I'm an attorney.
Talk about tough racket. Suppose that's all you can say, isn't it?
Guilty as charged.
They arrive at their destination. Rob hops out and holds the door for Jules, and they hustle into the building. They enter the elevator. Jules presses the button for the 30th floor and Rob for the 14th.
Rob can.
Jules reaches into her briefcase and hands him a business card.
Julia Bass.
A coffee shop. Jules and Rob are sitting at a small round table sipping from mugs. Two baristas are at the bar working.
Thanks for taking me here. I like it. It's quaint, and the tea is great.
It's actually my go-to. Also, no other coffee shop in the city stays open this late. Doesn't hurt that I know the owners either.
Wow, quite the man about town.
Okay, take it easy.
You would work for them? Yeah, here.
So, have you spent much time downtown?
Not much. Too many people. Coffee drinkers.
Coffee drinkers?
You know, coffee drinkers. Grinders. Hard-working drummers. I can't stand... I hate seeing people that can't stand what they do. Sorry, I'm off to a fairly bad start here.
No, please, it's interesting. I'm listening.
Just, this city brings me down sometimes, and I get caught up in it, that's all. To your credit, you're helping with that perception. I don't want to be all gloomy right now, though, so tell me, what are you doing so late in the city that you have a go-to night owl coffee shop?
I don't get much sleep, so I draw. I drive around the city and find something I haven't seen before.
You must have a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah, you'd be amazed how much time we waste sleeping. No, but really, I come back and give them something I've drawn, and they give me a free cup. It's a symbiotic relationship. Anyways, it makes for cheap dates.
Oh, now I see.
The ugly truth.
You're a bad liar, you know. About the dates, I mean.
Oh, no. You wouldn't believe the parades of women I bring in here.
Sure.
Jules looks at her watch.
I'm sorry, I should go.
Oh, hey, no, it's all right. Yeah, no, hey, don't let me keep you. Seriously, thank you for going out.
Thank you for calling. Hey, this weekend?
Totally free.
I'll see you then.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Rob walks in, opens the door for Jules as she leaves. They say another set of farewells as Jules and Rob exit the shop. Rob is alone at a table working. He is drawing furiously and seems lost in himself. There are papers, pictures, and drawing supplies strewn about the table.
Come to bed.
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
I wasn't asking now. Come to bed.
I can't sleep.
What are you working on?
I'm trying to draw my father from memory.
Why?
I'm not sure. I've been having dreams about him, and I suddenly woke up and couldn't remember what his face looks like. All I can picture is his hands. This happens to you sometimes, right?
Of course it does. When my sister, when she passed, I got the news and I couldn't try to picture her, and I couldn't. If you had asked me, I wouldn't have been able to tell you the color of her hair.
When did you find her again?
When I saw her in the coffin. We all lose, Rob. We tend to struggle to understand fully the meaning of a loss. I mean, how do you quantify the loss of a sister or a father? My sister was no more the color of her hair than your father was his cracked hands. All that is gone now, just wiped from my memory. What remains? The last time I was with her. It was Christmas time, do you remember?
She taped concert tickets to the bottom of a nutcracker. That was our gift that year.
She and I had been talking for hours catching up. She had just told me she was getting married, and then she stepped outside for a smoke. The second the glass door closed behind her, she was sucked up into that thick darkness. I sat up, but thankfully, a crimson ember materialized out of that blackness. And I watched it ebb until my sister put it out. I was shaking off that outside cold, and she smiled at me. Within a week,
No, Jules. It's all right. I know.
I have her in that ebbing ember. I have her there always. It doesn't make me see her any better or make sense of anything that happened, but I don't feel so cold at night. I feel her right here. I feel her warmth. I took her light right out of that cigarette, and now I see it everywhere, and I have no intention of ever giving it back, so sue me. You've been drawing your father's toil, Rob, his passion. But I think you've already found what you're looking for.
What time is it? I'm not wearing my watch.
I'm not going to encourage you. You have 2 minutes to join me before I use force.
Jules kisses Rob on the head.
That seems fair, but there's only one problem with that plan. It assumes I won't use force first.
Rob picks up Jules and carries her off stage.
Hello?
Hello. Sorry, my name is Lily.
Yes?
I know. I knew your husband. so sorry.
You said you knew my husband. What did you mean? Why are you apologizing?
Rob died this morning in the hospital. There was an accident. The other car didn't see us.
I don't understand. Who are you? Why were you in the car with my husband? No.
Rob and I, it hadn't been a long time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hello? Yes. Yes, I am. I am holding up all right, thank you. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, I have to go. Thank you. Thank you.